I'm so excited for vacation. Where are we going?
You're looking at it, it's a Stillycation. We're going to show you the coolest, most iconic places in Stillwater, so stick around. I'm Claire Thomas.
And I'm Rachel Davis, and this is Pete's Corner.
Stillwater wouldn't be Stillwater without Eskimo Joe's.
And if you've been here before, you might recognize one of these iconic cups.
Let's learn what all the hype is about with Lindsay Hype.
The famous boy and his dog is a trademark for Eskimo Joe's. However, the origin starts with a conversation almost 50 years ago between two longtime friends, Stan Clark and Steve Files.
And said, "Hey, Stan, I'm going to open a bar. You want to go in partners with me?" And he's like, "Sure, Steve, I'll do that." They ran down to 507 West Elm.
After negotiating for the two-story building and deciding on the name Eskimo Joe's, Clark and Files realized they needed a logo for their new bar. So they got the friend of Files' little brother to create the now iconic logo.
Bill Thompson came and sat in the window at Joe's, and he used a magic marker to create that logo. That's why it's so easy. It's a one color.
The shirts became an instant success since day one of Eskimo Joe's opening. From there, Eskimo Joe's brand gained more success in the 1980s due to the drinking age being raised to 21.
And because of that change in the mid-80s, that's when we added food and we became a restaurant. And then also in the 80s, our shirts were selling well enough that we ended up adding a whole clothing store.
The change to just being a college bar to a full-blown restaurant, plus the revenue from the t-shirts, contributed to the massive success that Eskimo Joe's has today. All thanks to Stan Clark. From Joe's specials, fall things, cheese fries, and one of the most recognizable smiles in the world, Stan Clark has helped Eskimo Joe's become one of the most iconic places in Stillwater. Clark's involvement throughout Eskimo Joe's history ranged from working behind the bar, greeting guests with a friendly hello, or making sure everyone has a fun experience, and eventually being the face of Eskimo Joe's. Clark tries to emphasize that the customer's happiness is Eskimo Joe's main priority over making money.
It does make you kind of want to go there. So I think indeed that the brand recognition has definitely helped when visitors come to Stillwater and they make Eskimo Joe's a stop and put it on their list.
Whatever your reason for your vacation to Stillwater, Eskimo Joe's is more than welcome to see you the next time you visit Stillwater. For Pete's Corner, I'm Lindsay Height.
Speaking of cheese fries, how about that airplane food?
I don't know if they have airplane food here, but the Ray and Linda Booker OSU Flight Center seems like the place to be. And Ava Whistler is going to tell us all about it.
On the surface, Stillwater, Oklahoma is all about the land, farming, and agriculture. But tucked just a few miles off campus, there's a new facility focused on taking Stillwater to the skies. The OSU Ray and Linda Booker Flight Center is located just south of Stillwater Regional Airport. This center is a game changer for both students and staff involved in aviation at OSU.
It's just made my job easier, and also the multifunctionality of the building has been a huge plus.
So honestly, as I'm about to be an instructor, it's really something to look forward to. Is like, oh cool, I get this awesome desk and my own space.
The OSU Flight Center offers resources and a place to learn, but it's also a space for clubs like the Flying Aggies, Women in Aviation, and the Flying Team to make connections and memories.
Whenever it opened, there was an opening party, and us Aggies, we showed up to it, and we cut a ribbon out there and all that stuff. It was kind of nice.
I think the Flight Center hasn't just impacted me on the flying portion, but on the personal relationship side. So I get to meet so many more people that are under one roof at the same time, but also the Flying Aggies is under this roof. The flight team is under this roof. So if I need someone, everyone is here under one roof.
Whether you're flying in or around Stillwater, that was some great information from Ava Whistler. Unfortunately, I didn't find any food here, So let's go to Claire and see if she found anything to eat in Stillwater.
Man, I sure am starving. Thank goodness I'm here at Hideaway Pizza. Let's hear from Logan Ingalls and see why this should be on your bucket list the next time you come to Stillwater.
Just as the historical sites and amazing entertainment are important to a great staycation, delicious food and a relaxing environment are even more so. And that's what the Hideaway is all about. Today located just across the street from the historic Old Central Academic Building, Hideaway Pizza was originally founded in 1957 undernamed the Campus Hideaway and was located on 3rd Street. In 1980, the restaurant bought its current home and has become a cornerstone of Stillwater's culture and cuisine due to its proximity to campus, as well as its commitments to great food and the local college community. The restaurant not only does this by creating each pasta, pizza, and salad from scratch with fresh ingredients, but also by employing OSU students throughout the years. These student employees even included the establishment's owner, Richard Dermer. Although Dermer has passed away, his vision of providing the community with good eating and students with steady jobs continues on. With this delicious food and an amazing location near campus, it's no wonder that the Hideaway attracts thousands of patrons from all across the United States. Many of these patrons have made the Hideaway a go-to stop after all types of events hosted by the university, from football games to alumni events. The Hideaway also caters events hosted by organizations in the surrounding area, providing good eats to those who live in Stillwater or those just visiting for a Stillycation. From Pete's Corner, I'm Logan Ingalls.
I can't believe that this was the location of the very first Hideaway. It doesn't get more iconic than that. After the break, we'll head back over to campus to see what it has to offer.
I want to show you something. This is the money we could save by switching from fresh packed California crushed tomatoes to concentrated tomato paste.
I want to show you something too. I got a new door. Go take a look at it.
Nobody uses better ingredients than Little Caesars, like fresh packed California crushed tomatoes. Pick up a large, deep dish for just $8.
Pizza.
Introducing Lincoln Black Label at Diffie Ford Lincoln. Designed to impress those with impeccable taste, Lincoln Black Label features a collection of interior themes and a host of exclusive membership privileges, inspired by attention to detail and a love of automobiles. With Lincoln Black Label, you'll enjoy an extended premium maintenance plan that covers wear items or even remote vehicle delivery. Lincoln Black Label isn't about luxury ownership, it's about membership. Lincoln Black Label, exclusively at Diffie Ford Lincoln.
Hey.
Shh, this is the library. Peyton Little has all the info you need to know about Edmund Lowe.
Edmund Lowe Library, known for its beautiful view on campus and that illustrious fountain. But within its walls, you'll find students hard at work cramming for midterms, double-checking homework problems, and for some, procrastinating the night away.
I think when people talk about libraries, they tend to think books, and what I'm always trying to get people to challenge on that is to not think books, think access.
And it's employees like Chuck Austin, library lead of physical collections and inventory management, that help keep access available.
There's so much in this building, you just wouldn't know unless someone told you. But there's a lot here, and if you need something, there's a good chance we can provide it, and if not, we'll at least know where to send you.
When coming to Edmund Lowe Library, you can do a lot more than just check out a good book. But when students need that specific page turner, it's actually up to the work of their peers to make sure everything checks out smoothly. Down in the depths of the basement, you'll find lost books taking rides on reshelving carts. And thanks to student workers like Tasha Spencer, these paperbacks find their homes on the right floor and back on the shelf.
You come across students who have unique situations they're in, and you can be a simple key to a solution. And figuring that out is kind of fun because not only do you get to delve more into how the systems works at the library, but you get to learn a little bit more about the library.
And while this work done by the students may seem like it could collect dust on the top shelf, full-time staff members claim it's their student employees that help keep the lights on in Edmond Low.
Because for as amazing as our staff and faculty are here, we also really could not do it without the incredible help that we get from the student workers. And so I'm grateful for that as well.
Whether it's grabbing a book or studying for an exam, Edmond Low and its many employees help to make this campus a destination for all to take in. For Pete's Corner, Peyton Little.
Thanks so much, Peyton. And before you leave the library, don't forget to turn in your books.
If you're a history buff, then this is the perfect place to add to your Stillycation. Michaela Kiersey is going to dive into some of that history right now.
In 1894, Old Central was built and was the first permanent building on Oklahoma A&M's campus, nowadays known as Oklahoma State. Old Central has gone up for demolition in the past several times for its conditions, but has been preserved through alumni groups and is now officially a registered historical landmark in the United States.
In 2007, Old Central went up for renovation to become operational again. Now you can find Old Central housing the Honors College, keeping the building and the history alive.
I feel like I am in an old modern building, which is a really neat. I don't know if we have any other building on campus that's like that.
The building now contains advisor offices, 2 classrooms, an honors lounge area, and historical artifacts dating back to the building's origins, such as a bell tower and the night watchman room.
I like to go in the watchman room and think about the person who lived there and looked out on the prairie when there wasn't much going on, thinking about what these rooms used to be. Like, it crosses my mind.
Keeping original artifacts such as the piano and the original chalkboards were an important feature to respect the beginning of the campus. The history is able to stay alive while keeping up with the newness brought in by every passing class and faculty.
Even now, after being in that building for so long, I still walk in and I'm in awe. Like, this is the oldest building on campus and the second oldest higher ed building in the state of Oklahoma. Everything started at Oklahoma State in my building. I try not to take it for granted.
The Honors College has the privilege to call the original foundation of OSU their home. The history is kept alive through them. Past alumni, students, and visitors are all welcome to visit Old Central to experience and learn more about the oldest building on campus. With Pete's Corner, this is Michaela Kersey, signing off.
Thanks to Michaela Kiersey, you now know why this old building should make it on your Stillycation list.
Oklahoma State University is home to the largest student union in the entire world. Let's look further into it with Charlotte Sands.
Growing up in a small town and going to school with only 45 other people makes moving to Stillwater seem like it's the big city. The Oklahoma State campus has many features to make students feel welcomed and at home, and one you can't miss is the Student Union. Parker Bowie loved being in his hometown of Meeker, but the Student Union made his tour at Oklahoma State just what he needed.
It was a big culture shock, I guess. They come up here, I'm used to cowboy boots, jeans, work shirts. Then they come up here, just a lot different.
One part of the union that Parker and many other students visit every day is the student store.
The clothes, you get your calculator, you can get your folders, you get paper, notebooks, which I like the student union. They have everything you need in just one big store, kind of like Walmart, just not Walmart.
The basement also has an arena that is unique to only OSU, and Nick Hoffman and Parker can't believe it's there.
I didn't know there was a gaming center down there.
You also have the bank down there, then the esports arena, which is really cool for all your gamers out there. So they can go there, I don't know how it works.
Although there are so many resources available to students, you can't forget to eat here at the Union. Right behind me is actually the Chick-fil-A, one of the most popular spots on campus. But if we take a little walk down here, we're going to be right next to the Red Earth. And then on the other side of us, we have the Passport Cafe, and we also have the Taqueria. These are all options that are available to students here at the Union on a daily basis. We can't talk about the Union without bringing up Chick-fil-A, and Nick knows all about the wait.
I will sit in that line for 4 hours if I have to. I will tear that up.
There's also resources on the third floor for folks looking for potential jobs on or off campus. And if you need a rest, you can go there too.
But there's like a whole resting area. Between classes, if you only have a couple minutes to kill, you can just sit there, rest, take a nap, do whatever.
At the Oklahoma State Student Union, the possibilities are endless. Once somebody enters, they will never be able to forget the feeling. From Pete's Corner, I am Charlotte Sams.
Between the Atherton, the Ranchers Club, and the Stateroom, we know, thanks to Charlotte, that this isn't just a place to come and get your school supplies.
Need some advice for your next trip to Stillwater? Well, look no further than Visit Stillwater. They're here with 3 tips of advice on how you should spend your next trip.
So when you're coming into Stillwater, like I said, one of the first things I would do was stop here at the Visitor Center. I would find your hotel and check out our local downtown area. In downtown, you can find everything from shopping, coffee shops, restaurants, rooftop bars. So we've got everything that you would need right in our downtown.
Hey, Bada Bada!
Swing and a miss.
But you know what's not a miss? O'Bright Stadium.
And Joel Oliveras is going to tell you why you should come catch the next game here in Stillwater.
Here, baseball is everything. In the heart of Oklahoma State University's campus, O'Bright Stadium stands as a testament to the undying passion for America's favorite pastime. Named after the visionary benefactor, O'Bright Stadium represents more than just a physical structure. It embodies the spirit of determination, teamwork, and pride. O'Bright is one of the newest additions to the Oklahoma State facilities. Finishing construction in just 2020, the new home of the Cowboy baseball includes approximately 3,500 seats and can go up to as many as 8,000 as needed. O'Bright Stadium's story isn't just about brick and mortar, though. It's about the people who breathe life into this foundation. From the dedicated ground staff who meticulously maintain the pristine field to the passionate coaches who mentor the young talents. Every corner of this stadium echoes with the voices of those who have dedicated their lives to this sport. Speaking of people that breathe life into the stadium, I met up with head coach Josh Holliday to see what he had to say about the new O'Bright Stadium.
It's changed everything. We've had as many as 3,000 students attend games. We wouldn't have had 3,000 fans total at Alley P, let alone just student body. So we've seen a massive uptick in the student body. We've had great response with the corrals, kind of the outdoor suites, if you will. We've had great response from our season ticket holders. Their support has been continuous and always has been there.
With state-of-the-art training facilities and cutting-edge technology, O'Bright Stadium serves as a breeding ground for excellence. Athletes here not only learn the skills of the game, but also the values of discipline and sportsmanship. So, whether you're a die-hard baseball enthusiast or just looking for a fun day out, O'Bright Stadium welcomes you with open arms. Come feel the excitement, the experience, and witness the magic of baseball in this vibrant community. O'Bright Stadium isn't just a destination, it's an unforgettable experience. And that's all for this story. This is Joel Oliveras signing off.
Be sure to catch a game the next time you're in Stillwater for your vacation. We'll see you after the break.
At ASAP Energy, our goal is to provide the best customer service for whatever our clients need.
My relationship with ASAP Energy came about in 2007. I was wanting to build a convenience store. I didn't know how to do it. I'd never been in the business. I just felt comfortable with Rick. And so I knew that I wanted to do business with a guy like that. Integrity, loyalty, and family. I would recommend that to anybody. Thanks for taking a chance on me.
At ASAP Energy, everything matters.
Where were you born? It's a question asked all the time. Because where you're from shapes who you are, inspires how you do things. And when that inspiration comes from a place this refreshing, this majestic, this, well, you get the idea. Coors Light, born in the Rockies.
The deli department at Homeland is Oklahoma's headquarters for party trays. Enjoy the time with family and friends at your next event, and let your neighborhood Homeland create the perfect fruit, deli, or cheese tray for you. The party planners at Homeland will help you choose the perfect party food, sized just right for your guests. Call us, stop in, or order online, and we'll make it ready for pickup on your schedule. Make your next party special with a party tray from your neighborhood Homeland.
Good to be home, Homeland.
Love these things.
hilarious. Sorry, force of habit.
As long as you are you, it's Miller time.
Hi, it's Sam at Louis Grill and Bar, here to introduce our new menu items from south of the border. Come try our new poblano chicken tacos, or the ever-popular sriracha shrimp tacos. At Louis, where you come for the food, but stay for the fun.
Blaming all my roots, I wish I was wearing boots, but thank goodness Stillwater has the McKnight Center to host special guests like Garth Brooks, the New York Philharmonic, and OSU performing students. Luke Presley has the scoop on the McKnight Center.
This is a world-class center for the performing arts and is found right here in Stillwater. Opening in 2019, the McKnight Center has hosted some of the world's greatest performers, from Broadway shows like Legally Blonde, the musical, and the Book of Mormon, to the New York Philharmonics, one of the most prestigious orchestras in the nation. For students, however, the McKnight Center offers a chance to perform and develop in a way most schools in Oklahoma can't provide.
The fine arts weren't really funded a lot in my high school, so it's definitely a lot. It kind of gave a glimpse into what I'm getting into, I guess. I think it's a very beautiful space. I think it's I don't know, I just think it's, yeah.
For students and visitors alike, if there's ever an itch for the performing arts, let the McKnight Center take center stage. For Pete's Corner, I'm Luke Presley.
The McKnight Center also has student ticket deals, which makes it the perfect place to come listen to music and performances.
You don't have to leave Stillwater to stop and smell the roses. Let's see what's happening out at the Botanic Gardens with Rachel Davis.
Driving into the Botanic Gardens transports you to another part of the world. One would expect to be surrounded by flowers, but they are met with so much more. With seasonal events such as pumpkin sales, wreath making, and outdoor concerts, there's something here for everyone here at the Botanic Gardens.
There's a lot of different things to do. We like the new mud kitchen, we like the playground area, we like the area where the flowers are, just to explore. So yeah, just to get out, beautiful weather.
The gardens have a wooden playground with slides and climbing areas for kids to play on, along with metal insects and a sensory area for visitors to use. As you can see, the Botanic Gardens are more than just a place to see flowers. And if you're lucky, you might just see the famous cat named Cowboy. Cowboy is taken care of by the staff, but to keep Cowboy and the gardens, the Botanic Gardens have to look for ways to fund their plants and people.
So there's actually not a whole lot of funding here, and a lot of the reasons that we have to do things the way we do is just because not a whole lot of people know it's out here in the first place.
Staff raise money by selling plants and seasonal items. You can also become a member of the Friends of the Botanic Garden. That donation helps support student internships, new gardens, new programming, and the Ambassador Volunteer Program. The Botanic Gardens have so many things to offer, it makes it the perfect place to add to your Stillcation adventure. For Pete's Corner, Rachel Davis.
Now that we've seen the flowers out of the Botanic Gardens, let's go on the water with Avon Molinar to see what Boomer Lake has to offer to residents and visitors of Stillwater.
A shade of paradise set in the heart of this poke town is Stillwater's very own Boomer Lake. This pocket of Eden allows many to be one with nature and allows humans and animals alike to be one in harmony. Jack Pitts has only been coming to Boomer Lake for a short while now, but this land is growing on him.
I'll fish, bring my dog out here sometimes and play with him, really whatever I'm feeling for the day.
The peace here at Boomer Lake helps humans to become more involved with the natural processes in their area. Boomer Lake. Let's get into more the natural side of things, with nature being at its peak right here. The natural aspect of this land is not solely for the animals that make this land their home, but allows for people to go fishing, play around in disc golf, go picnicking with their families, going on runs, bike rides, and see the iconic Freedom Flame and absorb sun, greeting more people to stay and have a good time on the water. Zach Llewellyn sees how Boomer Lake appeals to people mentally and wants to see more.
That there's more people around and they're so happy. There's just a great community around the park, and I've always enjoyed walking here with my dog.
Whether you want to be one with nature, be more physically active, or just need to get out of the house and do something with your family, Boomer Lake is the right place for you to go on your Stillycation. For Pete's Corner, I'm Avon Molinar.
We had such a fun time staycationing with you guys here in Stillwater. Tune in next week to see all the fun fall festivities happening around Stillwater. I'm Claire Thomas.
And I'm Rachel Davis. And this has been
Pete's Corner.
It's hard to imagine my life before her, or a day without her. So much of what I take for granted simply wouldn't exist. She is the force that holds our life together. She is my everything, the center of my universe, from Forevermark. The diamond, the promise. Available at Lewis Jewelers.
I'm Randy Heights with 1077 The Franchise, and let me tell you about the HCG diet from New Leaf Wellness and what it's meant to me. Over the last year, I've dropped 90 pounds, and this has been a lifesaver, guys. I'm in a wheelchair, so I can't always get to the gym, and what's been incredible about this diet, when I can't work out, I still lose the weight. 90 pounds in a year is a lot for anyone, but for me, it's been a miracle. Why don't you give New Leaf Wellness Centers a call and see if they can't help you with a free consultation, or go online at newleafcenters.com.